Hello, this is Daniel Mart, and today I'm going to be doing another review. This time around, I'm going to be doing a review for Man of Steel. This is the first movie in the DC Extended Universe. So yeah, I mean, they tried it once before with Green Lantern, and we all know how that turned out. So they kind of rebooted it very fast with Man of Steel, and tomorrow we get Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. So yeah, Man of Steel came out in 2013. Damn, it's been 3 years. Um, okay. Yeah, and this movie stars Henry Cavill, Amy Adams, Michael Shannon, Diana Lane, Russell Crowe, Russell Crowe, Richard Schiff, Harry Lennox, Antje True, Kevin Costner, can't forget about that one, and Lawrence Fishburne, and Dylan Sprayberry and Cooper Timberlane. And I believe that's everybody who's actually of any importance. Um, yeah, Christopher Meloni, and aside from that, I'm pretty sure that's everybody else who's actually important. Christine Wren, kind of, and Jaden Gold as Lana Lang. She was in this movie. Damn, didn't notice. Yeah, I believe that's everybody who's actually important. Yeah, I'm just double checking everything because I like being like that. I like checking everything. And yeah. That's basically it. That's basically all that's important out of the cast. Now, as usual, quick synopsis, like statistics, and then the rate. But first off, 10-second spoiler warning for those who have yet to actually not watched this movie and haven't already. Stop the video, go check it out, and come back and watch the rest of this review. 10-second spoiler warning, as usual, starting now. Okay, so 10 seconds are up. So for those who have yet to actually watch the movie and haven't already, please don't comment down below or be messaging me that I never give you a fair warning, because as usual, I did. So as usual, quick synopsis, likes and dislikes, and then the rate. So yeah, basically in this movie we have the son of Krypton, the last son of Krypton, basically, and Superman, and or Clark Kent, and you know the origin story. He's sent down to Earth right before Krypton explodes. And yeah, during like the first 15 minutes, we see him grow up through flashbacks. We see him, grow up and become the man who he is, or I guess alien who he is. I mean, yeah. And yeah, one day, out of the Phantom Zone, I believe it's the Phantom Zone, right? Yeah, out of the Phantom Zone, Michael Shannon comes back, and he's Zod. He's General Zod. So Michael Shannon, Zod, he comes back down to basically wreak havoc and kill Superman. Initially, he wants Superman in his to be with him, but after he figures out that Superman is gonna protect the humans or planet Earth, he's like, you know what, fuck you, I'm gonna kill you now, or gonna try to kill you. And yeah, we have some exposition with Superman. He, he figures out his powers. He figures out who he truly is. Yeah, and that's basically the first half of the movie. And then the second half of the movie is all of Metropolis getting destroyed. Yeah, there's not really that much of a plot to this movie. Um, yeah, I mean, at least Michael Bay would, stretch out the action. At least Michael Bay would spray out the action, if you know what I mean. I mean, Zack Snyder, he just put a whole hour of action in a row. I mean, at least give me a break. I mean, at least Michael Bay would spread it out evenly throughout the whole movie. Oh my gosh. Yeah, okay. I mean, I've seen reviews and whatnot, and there is some defense as to why there should be as much destruction as there is. The reason being is because you have these two gods who are basically duking it out. They're fighting, and even after that, you have General Zod, who brought in his two assistants, whom he was jailed with, plus a bunch of fucking rocket ships. So it's one of those things. Like, the action is warranted. It's just a little bit too gratuitous. So after a while, you just really get bored. And bored. I mean, you like seeing it. It's it's the action is great. You just get bored of the action despite it being so great. And that's really my major issue with the movie, the fact that the action is just overpowers the movie and it doesn't really matter anymore. There's no real story development. Like they tried to develop Superman and they tried to develop his character, and even after that he does some pretty uncharacteristic stuff. And I'm not talking about him killing Zod. That's a whole different issue. Should he have killed Zod? Yes, that was good character development, but he also does some stuff that makes no sense. Like how is like the pickup truck thing where he puts like street posts through some guy's pickup truck. First off, how the fuck did nobody notice that? And I mean, even in the bar or restaurant, how the fuck did nobody notice that? Second, why would he do that? It makes like no sense. I mean, he does stuff that make no sense as it is, to be honest. Amy Adams as Lois Lane, she's okay. I'm not the biggest Amy Adams fan. I like her as an actress. She is one of my favorite actresses, like top 10, I would say, but she's like in the lower half, so like 8 or 9 or something like that. But she's a pretty good actress, so yeah. But this isn't her standout role, if you know what I mean. So there's that. Michael Shannon, he was great in this movie. I never really noticed Michael Shannon before this movie, to be honest, and holy shit, yeah, he's incredible in this movie. Like the standout here is Michael Shannon. Like he definitely is the best part of this movie. Henry Cavill, he's pretty good as Superman. I haven't really watched any of the Christopher Reeve Supermans or Richard Donner Supermans or whatever they're called. The original Superman movie. I saw the first one a long time ago, like once when I was a child, and that was really it. I haven't seen any of the other Superman movies. So for me, I saw the first Superman movie with Christopher Reeves, and that when I was a kid. So I was like, yay, whatever. I was like 6, so I like, yay, Superman. I don't care anymore. And then I saw the one from like 10 years ago with Brandon Routh. Again, I was a kid, so I was like, yay, Superman. I don't care anymore after like a week. So for me, I will say that Henry Cavill is my definitive Superman. Even though I don't really, me personally, I don't really think there's been a good Superman per se. Like there's never been a standout Superman. Like there's never been a standout Superman. Then again, I haven't watched all of the Christopher Reeve Supermans, and even after that, the one I did watch was like 10 years ago, maybe more or less, whatever. So I was under 10. Okay, I'll give you that much. So even after that, I'd have to rewatch. But as it stands, Henry Cavill is my definitive Superman, and he's pretty good. Some people say he's kind of wooden in the role. I mean, that's not the problem with his performance. His performance is pretty good. The issue with the movie, or part of the issue with the movie as a whole, aside from it having way too much action, is the fact that they don't really develop the character that well, and some of the character development feels forced at times, or just doesn't make sense, as I said before. So I mean, him as an actor is not really the problem. It's just how they executed the character is what the issue is. Okay, but him as an actor isn't really the problem. But there are some pretty great stuff about this movie. Like the first 15-20 minutes of everybody in Krypton, them trying to get Superman or Kal-El out of Krypton before it explodes. That was great. Though is it just me, or do the things that that they put Michael Shannon in and the rest of his gang, like the thing they put him in prison in, is it just me, or does that look like a giant dick? I'm being serious. Is it just me? Does that look like dicks or some shit like that? I can't be the only one thinking that. So there's that. Zack Snyder as a director, I like some of his movies. Like 300, that's a pretty good movie. He's done some pretty good movies. So he's done some pretty movies. I haven't gone throughout his whole filmography, to be honest. But just to go through it, I'm searching it up right now. Zack Snyder. What movies has he done up until now? So that's how he looks. I thought he looked a little bit different. Or maybe that was a few years ago, but whatever. Okay, so movies that he's directed or done or whatever. Let's see. Dawn of the Dead is probably my favorite Zack Snyder film then. 300 I liked. Watchmen, I haven't seen actually. Legend of the Guardians, the Owl of Ga'Hoole. It's So, and I heard that's actually a pretty good movie, but I haven't seen it either. Sucker Punch, that looks weird as shit. So I've seen parts of it. It looks weird as shit. Man of Steel, we're doing a review right now, and Batman v Superman, I'm gonna be watching tomorrow. So yeah, so as it is right now, Dawn of the Dead is probably my favorite Zack Snyder movie as it is. Then again, I've only really watched 3 of his movies, but whatever. Hypocritical. I don't fucking know. So yeah. Overall, it's a mixed bag. It's a really divisive film. Some people really like it, some people really hate it, and I think when it comes to some not a film, but when it comes to a subject that's really divisive, that some people really love and some people really hate, and you know, when you come out in the middle and be like, I can't really decide, you kind of feel like the enemy, and I feel like the enemy right now, but I can't really decide. It's not really a great, fantastic film in my opinion. But then again, it's not the biggest piece of shit I've ever seen. So I'm kind of in the middle in this one. As a comic book movie, it's decent. Okay, I'll give it that. As a comic book movie, it's decent. As an action movie, it could be better. As an action movie, it could be better. As a comic book movie, it's pretty good. As a Superman movie, it's probably one of the better ones we've gotten. Although that's arguable, it's probably one of the better Superman movies we've gotten thus far. So, yeah. I mean, yeah. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best, and 6 being decent, I'll give this movie a 6.5 out of 10. It's a little bit better than decent. I'm not gonna say it's a decent movie. It's a decent watch in my opinion, and it is a divisive film. Yeah, it is a divisive film. Yeah, as a whole, some people really like what it did to the Superman lore. Some people really hate what it did to the Superman lore, or the character or whatever. It's really divisive. For me, I could watch it. I see the errors, however, I can still find enjoyment in it. But at the end, I just watch. I just see what I like, and that's really it. That's how I'm gonna judge it. So, yeah, 6.5 out of 10 is what I'd give. Is what I'd give Man of Steel. So, yeah, that's basically it for now. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. I do movie reviews, TV show reviews, and comic book reviews. Comment down below your thoughts on the movie. Have you seen it? And if not, why not? If you have, what are your thoughts on it? Comment or like down below. Let me know. Like the video, share on Facebook, Twitter, MySpace, or whatever you guys prefer. And that's basically it for now. This is Daniel Mart signing off.